Okay, I'm gonna do the part 2 of the trail thing. So this is me kind of coming at it from a different direction, but I find the view from this bridge really pretty. So that's the main reason I'm starting here, even though it's gonna cause a little bit of overlap with the last one. Up there's the bridge I walked down to see before. Isn't this really pretty? I think it is, at least. Anyways, there's a bike, so I paused it. You can still kind of see over there. And down here is where I'm going to be going. So I'm just gonna pause it again and walk down there and then start so there isn't overlap. Alright. Here we go. Those trees are really pretty. Let's try not to destroy my shoes. I will say they have grown on me slightly. They're not as uncomfortable as they were before. I think maybe because they're just less new now, but I still think overall I prefer the design of running shoes. In a little bit, I'll come across Burgoyne Bridge. It's a really pretty bridge design, but it has a surprising amount of newspaper coverage for a bridge. A lot of people killed themselves there, so that's part of it. But it's also just random legal disputes. That's the highway. I took my first driving lesson yesterday. It was pretty terrifying, honestly. I didn't even go on a street. I was just in a parking lot, making turns for a whole hour, but it was terrifying. Everyone I know who drives, which isn't a lot of people actually, because most of my friends are online and that's who I'm talking to about this. But they all said that it gets easier with practice, becomes slightly less terrifying. So I'm hoping that eventually it won't feel like I'm panicking every time I'm doing anything in a car. Looks like one of the houses up there is having a party. And that's Burgoyne Bridge over there. It'll become slightly more obvious as we get closer, but you can definitely see it. Apparently there used to be a shipyard around here way back when. I don't completely understand it, but yeah. I feel like it might be better to understand visually if I went to Brock University and saw historical photos. Because at least the way this general area is nowadays, it just seems a bit hard to imagine. I've never quite understood what the purpose of that building is. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually. That's the thing about actually, like, going and walking across the city. Like, you notice more than you might otherwise. But the first time I went to Toronto by myself, I just spent 8 hours walking around the city and doing that. Just kind of looking at interesting things and taking pictures of pigeons and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pretty big bridge. At least by my standards. There are honestly a lot of cool pigeons in Toronto, though. Like the variation in their coloring. You see some of it down here, but there's more interesting birds up there. Actually, a few days ago, I found out something interesting about Ontario. Apparently, we have a much higher percentage of black squirrels than other areas. Like, a lot of the US, black squirrels are super rare, but here they're fairly common. I never really gave much thought to seeing a black squirrel before, so it's been really interesting kind of having my mind blown that way, that like something that's completely ordinary to me is extraordinary to someone else. I have a friend that really likes squirrels. I've always thought this bridge was cool. Town St. Catherine's down there. Eventually the skyline will look a bit different. So you can kind of see it. They're building like a really, really huge building. It's supposed to be like 40 stories. I know that there's some like a 90-story skyscraper they're planning on building in the falls, unless it got shot down by the city council. I think they're building it though, but that would dramatically change what the falls looks like if it gets built too. Tends to make a lot of people upset. You can kind of see some cool water down there. Decisions. I'm trying to decide if I should go like that way or this way. I want to show the bridge. Because apart from this bridge, there's actually another bridge. And I think I'll walk back up here after that. And then one day, when I'm doing more of the trail, I can use the bridge as a boundary marker of sorts. Be like, okay, this is where I know I've been, and I can stop. Although I might also have to stop because the sun sets. I can see just fine in the dark, but camera quality tends to suck. Yeah. I've always found this bridge super interesting because it's like super rundown, but it exists. I have no idea if it has an official name or anything. Oh, it's kind of funny when a fence is like that. It's been like that forever. Well, maybe not forever, but at least the past few years. I started going down this trail. And those flowers are way more established than the last time I was here. Wow. I've seen rabbits before here. Like this specific section has had a lot of them. I can definitely smell something too. Or the bridge. Oh, the sunset kind of gets in the way. Up there are a bunch of houses, but the whole walk to Brock University is surprisingly picturesque. Like, I'm probably gonna do it just because I can someday, because it really is pretty. I don't know, something about all the houses are interesting, and once you get closer to Brock itself, there's a bunch of the escarpment and trees, and there's a massive hill that's a pain to walk up. But it's beautiful, and that's what counts. Now, Niagara region has always been very half-hearted about the fencing, because this will end quite soon. Oh, there's a squirrel, not a black one, just a regular one. trees down there is quite pretty. The bark on that one's interesting. Something I also like about this trail is once you get a few kilometers further in, there's a lot of trees that are good for tree climbing. I'm trying very hard to avoid getting my shoes muddy. Most of the path is dry, it's just every once in a while there's a massive puddle. That blue marking means something for the Bruce Trail, I think. I looked at a map once. A lot of the tree markings have specific meanings. Something that has always confused me is that this seems to be simultaneously like free trails. Like, there's the 12-mile creek trail, which is presumably this, because we're by the 12-mile creek. And then you sometimes see signs for the Loire Secret Heritage Trail, like you did when we started. And then it's part of like the massive Bruce Trail, I guess, too. But this is really cool because I've seen a lot of birds that kind of like hanging out around here. I hear the birds. I don't see many of them. Oh, there's a rabbit. That's a bunny, actually. Oh, and there's a cardinal. It just kind of flew by. As I said, a lot of birds like to hang out here. And And then those are train tracks, apparently. I'm not sure if they're still in use. They might be. I don't really remember seeing any trains, though. So I think it might be just old train tracks, but I'm not sure. When I was first starting to learn how to run, I hated this hill right here so bad. It's not that bad of an incline, but when you're a new runner and you've only gone like a kilometer or two, which is already quite tiring when you're not used to running in one go, you're used to taking breaks. A hill makes you hate life. I really need to get back into running a bit. I haven't been doing it as much the past few months. You know, when I said I was surprised the flowers were more established, it looked a bit more like this before. That's new, though. I guess they're trying to fill the path with more gravel. There's a little section of the trail up there. It doesn't last for very long, it's just mostly that hill, but it exists. I've done it a few times. Or the creek. The creek really is pretty. At least I think so. You know, it's kind of funny. I've been doing more St. Catherine's trails lately. Like, I tried to do some of the Niagara Falls ones, but the Millennium Trail is kind of partially closed because there was some sinkhole that was identified. And I wanted to do the Lilac Gardens, but I went there too late and they weren't really blooming anymore. It sucked because it was quite a long walk. Because unless you want to pay extra for the WeGo buses, you have to walk for a few kilometers to get there. I did not think late May would be too late, but it was. That's when I tried. I could always do more of Niagara Glen, but to some extent I've been trying to avoid really heavy tourism traffic. I don't like accidentally getting people in my videos, but not explicitly concerned, so yeah. I've mostly just been trying to do St. Catherine's. I suppose I could always do some of Fireman's Park. There's usually less people up there. This is different. Oh no. Okay, well. I'm going to have to make sure I clean my shoes real good. I got some mud on them. And there's a bit of a reddish tinge there. It's weird because it's not really showing up in the camera, that red. Just believe me that there is a reddish hue to it. trying to think of when I should end this. Thinking the bridge, because there's another bridge that should be coming up soon. I was originally thinking I'd go all the way to Brock, but I'm not sure I want to keep holding my hands up for that long. Oh, there's some bird over there. It looked like some sort of swan, maybe? It's a large gray bird. I don't think I got it on the camera. It was kind of flying for a little bit. Oh, look, a frog. It's really disappointing to me that the red isn't really showing up. This is like, it's almost pink. Like, I don't understand how it couldn't show up. It's showing up a little bit now, but this is like a much deeper version of it, and it's only showing up slightly. It's really weird. It's honestly disconcerting. All the other colors show up well. Please need to leave me alone. I don't know when I became a buffet. Bugs used to not really bug me at all. I guess I suddenly decided I was delicious. Really wish they would have kept me off the menu. Oh, come on. They're like stuck in my hair now. Ew. dangerous ice. Thank you for the warning. There's another rabbit up there. We're almost at that bridge. It's a really cool looking bridge. Looks like they have more gravel that they're gonna use to put here. And that's the bridge I was talking about. Also, that sign didn't used to be there. I wonder when they put it up. Probably after the worst of the pandemic. I have seen beavers around here. But yeah, seems like a good place to end things.